Hi, Alegre of EmberLiving. Today I'm going to talk about beauty ingredients that you want to avoid for many, many reasons. Some of them are toxic, some of them are non-renewable, some of them might irritate your skin. Let's just start with parabens. You will see them in most common products as a preservative, usually at the bottom of the ingredients list. Anything that says paraben, methyl paraben, polyparaben, you really want to avoid because they're hormone mimickers, meaning they mimic the effects of female hormones in your body. So not really a good thing, definitely avoid those. Another one that you might want to avoid, there's a lot of discussion about sodium lauryl sulfate and sodium laureth sulfate. I know it's a really teeny tiny difference, but laureth with the TH at the end is really carcinogenic. It actually has an ingredient in it called dioxin that you definitely want to avoid. Another general rule is to avoid anything that's artificial. Synthetic colors, synthetic fragrances are all places where a host of different chemicals that really just aren't necessary. In my opinion, I only buy products that have active ingredients, ingredients that actually do something. Ingredients that just smell nice or just make it look prettier, not so important, right? I mean, if your goal is moisturized skin, you don't really need a pretty color in there. So think about what is actually doing a difference to your skin. Some other ingredients to avoid include anything that has petroleum, anything that's petroleum based. Petroleum inhibits your skin's ability to create its own moisture, and it's also not a renewable resource. A renewable resource is something that can be replenished. So an oil based on a plant or something where the plant can be grown is renewable, but petroleum, there's only as much as there is. And really it's just in products because it's really inexpensive. So it's not the best moisturizer. It inhibits your body's ability to make its own moisture. So avoid petroleum jelly, petroleum. Sometimes there's these tricky names that kind of, trip you up. So if you go to my website, I actually have a little pamphlet that has all of these 13 ingredients that you should avoid because there's so many different names that it's a good idea to have them all on a list. Another big one to avoid is formaldehyde. It's great for preserving frogs for a science class, not so great on your skin because you don't need that kind of preservative in your product. Now the reason why a lot of these ingredients are in products to begin with is because any product that has water in it is a perfect host for microbes and bacteria and stuff to be growing, right? So if you're sticking your hand in a lotion and it's got water in it, then whatever was in your hand might start growing in there. So also just think of best practices when you're using your body products. So squirt stuff out or use a clean spoon. The less bacteria that you introduce into something, the less need there is for these hardcore preservatives that will preserve anything. That's my little tip on ingredients to avoid in your bath and body products. Thanks.